Clips, clips.
I mean, you can chat for a while if you're up for it.
Aye, don't do that, mate.
Good. Here he comes.
Oh, good.
Right, James, I didn't see your messages in WhatsApp, mate. It's my mistake for not seeing your messages, mate, but chill out.
Yeah.
Oh, right. If you're both ready to go live, are we going to do the 15-minute flow after that?
I'm not really fussed. This angry little ginger communist obviously wants to ask a few questions, so just let him crack on with it.
So,
I
what
can't
do you
get
want to do?
the website, by the way, either, so...
We're going to go live on YouTube anyway. So, and there are people, the website is up, but a few people can't get into it. I don't know why. I'm working on that. But there is a fair few people in the chat room.
Before we go live, like, James.
What?
Hello, how are you doing?
I'm fine. What do you want?
Well, I don't know. I thought we were meant to be going live and doing a show talking to people as individuals.
Well, you've obviously got a few questions and a few things you want to ask me. I've been going through your YouTube, so just crack on, ask me whatever you want to ask, and let's get it going like this.
Do you want to just start off? Do you want to forget the?
Well, we can just go live if you want, James. But listen, I can hear you've got a chip in your shoulder already, man. And I'm not saying that to get your back up, mate. I'm saying that let's resolve this before we go live, so we can.
It's fine. Let's just go live. You've obviously got a lot you want to get off your chest, and
I haven't, James. I haven't got anything to get off my chest. To be honest.
Right. Well, you obviously you came and found me, so you've obviously got a few things that you want to ask and you want to clear up, and obviously you want to get your little clips for your YouTube, so that's absolutely fine. So you start it off. I'm ready to go. Whatever you want to ask, whatever you want to talk about, we can do it. Okay?
Right, okay. Look, Jason, just before we don't go live yet, mate, just 2 seconds.
No,
James, listen, I'm being serious with you here, mate. I'm not here to attack you as an individuals, mate, right? I'm here to have fun and talk about how you disagree with my bullcrap and how I disagree with your bullcrap, and a friendly.
Oh, it is friendly.
No, I'll be honest. Like I'm I'm not picking that up for your tone, mate, and I'm trying to diffuse the situation here.
There's not going to be any situation. You don't have to worry. Let's just do this live stream.
I'm not worried, mate. I'm trying to be. I'm being serious here and saying let's not do this with a kind of. It's sniping at each other.
I know, we're not just not. You're a communist. You've got your beliefs. I'm a nationalist. I've got my beliefs. So let's just have a chat. Let's do it unscripted. I'm not in for all this this stuff behind. You get whatever you want to ask. It's fine, and whatever I want to ask is fine. Let's just have the chat. Let's get people going. Get people engaged. And if I'm right, you were the one that. Yeah, it was you. But let's crack on. Like I said, I'm here to talk. I'm not.
James, hold on a second. Like you have finished a sentence there. I'm the one that. Oh, it was you. What do you mean? Because I'm asking this, right? Because
you tried attacking one of my friends at Dan Killer's trial.
I tried to tackle one of your friends.
Attack. You tried to
because I spoke to Tommy Robinson. Is that what you mean?
I'm not bothered about Tommy. I don't like it. I'm not interested.
So who was one of your friends that I tried to attack then? Because that's bullshit.
No, it's not. This is what a close friend. I'm not going to mention this online anyway. Look, let's just get on and have the chat.
No, we'll mention this online. Let's go fucking live then.
We're 16 minutes late already, so let's just get this on.
That's your fault, man. You didn't turn up. Anyway, let's do it then. This is going to go well.
Handbags are done already.
I'm trying to.
Should we just go live and see what happens?
Let's go and see what happens, man. This is going to be a car crash, man. I'm trying to talk.
We'll ditch the 15 minutes each, so we'll just go straight in and see what happens. Yep. Here we go. Right. Car crash TV. I'll wipe up the blood off the floor afterwards, okay?
There'll be no blood. We're non-violent.
We're almost live. Bear with me.
I was going to say, the YouTube link isn't working anymore, mate.
It will in a minute. It will be a new link in a minute.
All right.
And the website's down as well. I can't get onto it.
Yeah, there's lots of people on it, but there's a handful that can't get on it. I'm not too sure why that is. I'm working on fixing that. We've got quite a few people in there, though. So.
Well, of course, they've all come to see Chips.
The
Clips.
bloodbath. Right, I'm hitting the go. I'm hitting the go live button now. Okay. So here we go. If you look in Zoom, you'll see the YouTube link in the Zoom at the top. Anyway, you better grab it if you want to grab it and share it out.
If you can send me the link, I'll share it as well. We are live now, by the way. So I suppose we'll get the formalities started. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining me this evening. We're joined by what can only be described as an angry little Scottish communist. We're going to have a little chat about, obviously, a range of issues that I'm sure we're going to both disagree on because we sit at opposite sides of the political spectrum. I'm willing to hand over to Cips. If I'm saying it wrong, mate, I do apologise. I'm willing to hand over to you, and you can brief everybody about how this is going to go down this evening, sir.
Well, in the evening, James, man, thanks for actually being polite for 2 seconds there. That was gentlemanly of you. But I was informed we were going to do a wee bit 15-20 minute monologue and then take questions. So I'm not here.
We can do that if you want to do that.
We can still do that.
I don't mind. Like,
you two tell me what you want. You two tell me how you want to do it.
I can also just do like. Hold on, let me go to my questions. Right now, in fact, what I was going to say is, if I had a monologue, right, I was going to say, I'm not here to sell anybody.
Do the monologue. You've got permission. Do the monologue. Let's hear it. Go on. Away you go, sir.
Thank you, kind sir. Now, I was going to say I'm not here to sell any ideology or convert anybody in or sway anybody's allegiance to anything. I've went through a journey through. I've went through a similar journey to a lot of people, and I've came out. I've came out of the cult of online media, and I just want to share my experience. Now, the first thing I wanted to say in my monologue was the most important thing. Celtic fans, you can tell with the smell, but I just wanted to say that for myself. Now, also as well, right, believe it or not, right, James, I'm not here to attack you as an individual, mate. I think you're a human being who deserves a life like everybody else. I love to point out people's hypocrisies that I believe that are like deep in the kind of cult-like thinking, and that's why, like, James, you were saying before we went live there that you've just been like touching base with my YouTube and all that, right? Now, surely you can see surely you can see that I'm trying to take the piss out of everything.
Yeah, you're a shit poster.
Right. Well, you can call it that if you want, right? I don't know. I've never explained that. I think I'm an independent journalist. Right, James. But like, you seem to think I'm on the left side of politics or something. You seem to think I'm some sort of commie somehow.
Did you not say that you're a communist on the live stream on Tuesday? That you're a communist Rangers fan?
No. When did this happen?
Did you not say you were a strange communist Rangers fan? I mean, if we can try and get the clip up and go through it. But I was under the impression that you were an angry little communist. So if I'm wrong and I've misheard, then I apologise. But,
right, James, I'm going to inform you you're fake news, mate. Okay. Again, like fake news, mate. I'm not a communist. If you go and read, ask a Glaswegian to go and listen to that back properly, and they won't hear what you heard.
Okay, so where do you sit on the political spectrum then? Whereabouts?
Nowhere, mate. Absolutely nowhere. Right, and this is what I wanted to say in my wee monologue. I'm not here to attack you, your ideology, how you've got there. I was here to talk about my journey, right, and how I've got to where I am.
Okay, carry on, sir.
Thank you, kind sir. Right, so I got into the conspiratardom game, as they call it, back in the day, through my want of UFOs, Bigfoot, and conspiracy, right? And I loved it back in the day, like a lot of people. And then when you start engaging with that media 24/7, overall, you get a kind of, the government's lying to you. They're all lying to you. And then before you know it, you're supporting UKIP and turning up at Tommy Robinson rallies. Now, I'm not saying this to hurt anybody's feelings. I'm saying it because I witnessed it with my own eyes. Through the power of conspiracy and Alex Jones and David Icke and the UK column that mobilised people through fucking conspiracy and turning out on the street and changing the political landscape of the United Kingdom, which we're witnessing just now. And everybody thinks it's just because we're fighting the Illuminati. And the reason I've, over my time, took the piss out so many what would appear to be right-wing, or whatever people want to brand themselves, but like laugh and joke at Tommy Robinson and the cult of Tommy Robinson and all the people in there, is because that is where I was getting sucked into myself, because that was the talking head, that was the demographic set up to try and entice people like myself into becoming politically motivated. Do you know how I do that? Know this? Because it happened to me. And then at some point, I don't know how, I don't know what I done right, in my opinion, I managed to bring myself out of it. Now, as I look around myself, I see Antifa retards everywhere I fucking look, right? I'll tone down my language not to upset anybody. I see people swaying towards the right-winger politics everywhere I look, right? And this is all down with the power of conspiracy and the absolute cold hard reality that politicians lie to you. This isn't new. This isn't new. Politicians have lied to you for thousands of years. See, since politicians were invented, they lie. That's what they do. So, James, I know you had your back up and all that. I'm not really here to... I've got questions that people have put to me about some of your actions and pointing out like hypocrisies and double standards and stuff, right? I've got them there and we can go over them if you like. But I think they're pretty much on display for everybody to see. Now, I don't know whether you're man enough, James, to admit you're a hypocrite at points, or in what do you call it? In hindsight, you may have made wrong assumptions, so on and so forth.
So come on then, fire away with your wrong assumptions. Let's hear it. And the fact is, all politicians do lie. Everybody's well aware of this. But my concern isn't politicians lying. My concern is us being replaced and becoming a minority in our own homelands. And if that doesn't concern you, then you really need to reevaluate your life. So go away, fire away, bring up anything that you want to bring up.
Okay, James.
To answer it.
I will give you the solution. Okay, do you want the solution,
Yeah, it's
James?
called, the solution is called repatriation, the only way to save the nation. That's your solution right there.
I've got a different solution, James. Do you want to hear it?
Well, I'm sure you're going to let us all know, so fire away.
No, I'm asking if you want to hear it. If you don't want to hear it, there's no point in
look, you really are quite an irritable little soul. Fire away, get it off your chest, ask me any question that you want, and let's go forward from there.
You really are unable to have a conversation, right? What I was going to say, if you want to bounce about with your demographic shit, right, go out and pump white woman.
Right.
Solution.
Okay, so that's just the solution. So keep importing people on an industrial scale. Just keep importing them.
So are you implying you want to stop people breeding? Is that what you're
I never said that. Don't try and put words into my mouth.
I'm not putting words in your mouth. I'm saying, is that what you're implying? I'm asking you the question you want.
This is what you do. You speak over people because you're a rude, angry, ginger little Scottish person.
Rude. I've not insulted you once yet, James, my good friend.
How triggered you up? You're getting triggered. You're not letting me finish what I was going to say. There should be incentivized births, but also at the same time, we should be repatriating people because, quite frankly, this is an island that has got finite resources. We cannot continue the sustained levels of immigration into this country. Something will give, and something already has given. Now, I don't know why you aren't as concerned with the issues that are gripping this country, like mass migration, like the terror attacks, like people being attacked. You don't seem to be concerned about that. Instead, you want to focus your times on just taking the piss out of people. What is your actual solution? You know, you're quick enough to mock other activists that go out there and put it on the line. But what are you actually doing? What are you actually doing from the comfort behind your own keyboard? What are you doing?
Can I ask you, James? Right, you don't like people jumping to the conclusion you're a Nazi, don't you? It hurts your feelings.
I'm not really bothered. I don't care. People can call me what they want. Doesn't bother me.
Right, because again, do you understand the hypocrisy of yourself asking me to be polite while constantly insulting me when I'm trying to genuinely have a conversation here? Everybody can hear I'm trying to have a conversation.
So you don't like being offended?
When did I say that? I don't give a...
Well, you're moaning about the way I'm speaking to you. Come on, man. Just get on with it.
I'm not moaning. I'm asking.
You
anyway.
are. Just get on with your question.
Okay, you said I'm not. You said I'm not concerned about terror attacks. Have you asked if I'm concerned about terror attacks?
Well, look at your YouTube. Look at your YouTube.
What the fuck does that? What's that? Yeah, look at my underpants. It says I've got skid marks. What the fuck's it say about terrorism? Fuck's sake.
You know what? You are so triggered right now. Honestly, it's amazing. Are you going to get on with your question? Because unfortunately, I don't have all night to waste on people like you.
But do you mean this is your show? It's on for 75 minutes.
No, it's on until about 8:30. You were the one that wanted to come on it. You were the one that came onto the live stream last week. So get it off your chest. You are starting
James,
to irritate
that's fake
me.
news. That's you irritate me all the time, mate. But I'm trying to stay polite.
It's like speaking to a brick wall. Ask your questions. Get it off your chest. Come on.
Right. Okay. So, my questions: are you aware you're a hypocrite?
Explain to me how I'm a hypocrite.
You asked me to be polite and introduce me as a degenerate.
Say that again, sorry?
You asked me to be polite, and before I've said one word, you introduced me as a degenerate.
To me, you seem like a degenerate.
Do you think that's polite? I mean,
I don't care if it's polite or not. It's my opinion. You don't care.
It's your opinion. Can you hear yourself? You're like 8-year-old boy. I'm not even.
No, I can hear myself. I haven't. No, shush.
8-year-old kid.
I have an opinion. I have an opinion, and if you find that offensive, that's not my problem. If you need a little safe space, that's not my problem.
I'm asking you if you're a hypocrite. I'm not saying I need a safe space. I'm saying, do you understand you're a hypocrite by asking me to be polite and then introducing me as a degenerate? I'm not asking for a safe space. I'm not saying my feelings are hurt. You call me whatever names you want. I'm going to be perfectly polite and prove you as the hypocrite that you are.
I don't need to be polite, do I? At the end of the day, if
I don't need to be polite either. So why are you asking me to be polite?
You're acting like a child. This is what you do. So I don't care.
You're an 8-year-old. You've got the mentality of an 8-year-old kid, mate. You're proving.
And you've interrupted me again. This is ridiculous. Like I said, get it off your chest and ask me what you wanted to ask. You've clearly got examples, so let's do it. Calm down, lad.
I also want to report some more James Goddard fake news.
Go on then.
You said I wanted to be here and I was the one that asked to come on and all that.
Go on.
You understand that's fake? No, you understand that's fake
Wake Up
news.
UK got in touch with you. You came onto my live.
I didn't. Right, so okay, right. So I get it. So you're admitting it's fake news.
You really are getting quite hard to talk to. Right, listen to it. You were watching my live stream last week. You then wanted to come on, so we've got you on to the live stream, okay? Now, you got cut off early because I'm having a chat with a fearless nationalist. So, Wake Up UK wanted this to happen. You wanted this to happen. I thought it would actually be quite interesting to have a conversation and actually talk about some of the issues, but it's quite clear what you're trying to do. So, if you've got any questions that you want to ask me about where I sit up, where my political beliefs are, what I believe in certain other things, then feel free to ask me, okay? Feel free, because I would like to find out whereabouts you actually sit on the political spectrum as well, because you know, I think that's the most important thing. Get it out.
Okay, James, why don't you ask me some questions then? I'm open to taking some questions. If you want to fight, because I don't sit anywhere in the political spectrum, but if you want to ask me questions, I'm happy to answer them, James, because I do actually want to have a conversation here. I'm trying my hardest.
Okay, so let's start with it. Did you vote leave or remain in the referendum?
I don't vote.
So you don't vote at all for any of the political parties?
Nope. I think they're
So how are you in a position? So how are you in a position to criticise political activists when you don't even vote?
When did I criticise a political activist? I'm saying I'm thinking you're mad. And
So what? So why are we mad? Why?
Because I think these are getting swayed by Pied Pipers, like Jim Dawson. Because I know you said you've not spoke to him directly, but you're like on record as being a member of the Knights Templar International, aren't you, James?
Yeah, of course I am. Do you know what that was? Somebody said in a Telegram chat to me what I thought about the Knights Templar. They're a Christian organisation. Am I a member of it? No. Do I support Christian organisations? Yes. Do I believe that Europe should be forever Christendom? Yes. Okay. Anything else?
Yeah. You like the Reformation, James?
Say that again, sorry.
You're a fan of the Reformation.
No comment.
What psycho babble's that?
Come on.
What do you mean, come on? Right, okay, I'll ask again. Like, what does the Reformation mean to you?
No comment. I want to talk about politics, not religion.
What kind of bullcrap answers that?
It's
Because you know nothing about it.
It's
Right,
the
okay.
answer I'm choosing to give you.
I'm going to take that as you don't know nothing about it, right? Let me give you a little education, Jamesy boy. Hold on. Before I educate you about the Reformation, let me just ask you, James, how many Reformations do you think it takes a religion till they get it right?
I'm not giving you any clickbait. Carry on.
This isn't clickbait, mate. This is listen.
Just get it on.
How can I?
Really
I swear to the God that I worship that these are genuine questions. How many Reformations does a religion need till they get it right? I'm asking you.
And I told you I don't talk about religion. I want to talk about politics. This is what we were coming on for, to talk about politics.
No, we weren't coming on for anything. We were told we were doing a monologue and then questions. There was
Well, you didn't even finish your monologue, did you? That's the point.
James, where's my freedom of speech? Oh, the point is now I haven't finished my monologue.
Hold on.
Hold on. Right, okay.
You're asking about your freedom of speech, yet you've been given a platform tonight to say whatever you want. So finish your monologue, right? Get on with it, and just to Taskmaster in the top chat, I do apologise sincerely about telling people to vote for Boris Johnson because Boris Johnson is a fraud. Carry on.
Okay, I don't know. So I've got a monologue still to go here, so let me finish up. So James clearly doesn't want to talk, although he's a onward Christian soldier, he doesn't want to talk about religion or address it.
Am I a member of Britain First? Am I a member of the Knights Templar? No, I'm not. So carry on.
Are you a Christian soldier?
No, I'm not a soldier. Carry on. Are you going to finish your monologue? Crack on with it.
It's a very long monologue, James. Just bear with me.
Just do it. Get it out of the way.
No, but James.
No, but I'm telling you, just speak because you really are an irritable little soul.
I know, because I'm making your brain work harder than it ever has done in its little life.
No, you're not. You're just an irritating little fool. So just carry on with it.
What's irritating, James? The fact that I've not insulted you once yet, and all you can do is insult me and tell me I'm not being courteous.
No, I'm not bothered. I don't care about the way you speak to me. I just want you to get on with what you're saying because you're starting to get boring.
Man, it's a 75-minute show. Would you want to sit here with dead air?
The show is finished at 8:30. I've got better things to do.
Do you want to hear a joke?
I just want to hear you do a monologue because you're just an annoying...
Do you want to hear a joke?
Come on.
I can tell you a joke if you want. We've got 75 minutes to kill here, man. Come on, calm down. I'm still trying to get an answer about the Reformation, aren't I? Because this is all religious, but your political beliefs, your political sway is based on your religious beliefs. You want to talk about one, not the other?
I want to talk about one. What do you mean by that? So you're happy? Oh, talk about Islam. Do you want to talk about Judaism?
I want to talk about
the fact that we're being
okay.
By religion.
Let's talk about Islam. Can we talk about Islam, James?
Just get on with whatever you want to get on.
Okay. How many reformations does Islam need before they get it right?
Islam doesn't need a reformation. They should all convert to Christianity and stop worshipping the devil.
You believe in the devil?
Do you know what? You have
believe
to be the most annoying little dweebs I've ever had the pleasure of having a conversation.
Find the question.
You've just asked. Listen very carefully. Shut your mouth and listen. You have just asked about Islam. So we're talking about Islam. In my opinion, Islam is the work of the devil. Muhammad is the Antichrist. It's not a religion of peace. It never has been a religion of peace. Okay?
So is Buddha the Antichrist?
I'm not bothered about Buddha. I'm talking about Islam.
Oh, like so big fat Chinese people are all right.
What is you are weird. I'm talking.
Weird. I'm trying to get inside your head, mate. You're the weird one. You're the one who's talking about fairy stories as if they're real.
Awful. You are awful. You just asked me about it. We've started talking about Islam, and you changed the subject to fat Chinese Buddhas.
Right? No, because I'm trying to figure out if you believe in the devil. That's, to me, that's funny. You know, it's like believing in the tooth fairy, man. You know, that's why I think it's funny.
Right. Okay. So that's your belief on it.
I don't believe it. I don't believe in the devil. He's made up by people. He's made up by people to scare you into fucking complying with their bullshit. That's my humble belief. That's just my free, and that's my honest opinion, James. The devil is made up to control you, and by the sounds of things, these stories worked on you, my friend.
Coming from an atheist.
I'm not an atheist. I believe in God. See, you're assuming you hate people assuming all these things about you, James, and you're assuming that I'm a leftist. You're assuming I'm a Celtic fan. You're assuming I'm a degenerate when technically
I didn't. A Celtic fan. You said last week you was a Rangers fan. You serve no purpose. You're just a little troll. This is all you do. It's rubbish.
I've got 20,000 subscribers on my YouTube channel. I do live shows every week.
You've got 16.
I'm not a troll. I'm here asking you genuine questions you can't answer. And the fact you can't answer them, I mean, you've already said no commenty stuff. Don't ask me about religion. I wasn't asking about religion. I was just asking your opinion on the Reformation.
You don't really believe in anything, though, do you? You're just a little troll.
How do you know? You're not asking me. I told you to ask me questions about what I believe. I just told you I do believe in God.
Every time I speak, you just interrupt. You're just ridiculous. So, all right, let's see it. So you don't vote politically. You're not involved in anything politically. So what is your purpose? What is your actual purpose? Because I don't see anything other than shit on your YouTube channel.
Right.
Shit.
Okay.
News. Jada Franson's not Britain first, yet you put it on your YouTube that she's Britain first. She's not. You serve no purpose at all.
Okay. So the purpose of in Europe, I'm using Spock's logic here, James. Bear with me. I don't know if you can live up to Spock's logic, but by what your statement there, people exist to vote. Is that our purpose?
I never said people exist to vote, but you're not engaged in anything politically, yet you want to criticize political activists.
I'm here speaking to you, mate, and you're saying I'm not engaged in anything politically?
What
are you crazy?
Oh, do you know what? You are got to be one of the worst people I've ever spoken to in my life. You James, really, you serve no purpose whatsoever other than trying to wind people up. Yeah? This is what you're trying to do. It's actually quite...
James, I've asked your opinion about what's the thing...
You're not interested in politics, right? You believe it's all a scam. So why do you talk about political activists? Okay? If you believe it's all a scam, then why do political activists interest you so much?
I explained this earlier on. Were you not listening? I'll explain, James. Through my mental mad journey through Bigfoot, aliens, and chemtrails, like a lot of people, I started getting sucked towards the political side of conspiracy.
Can I just interrupt and ask you? Are you a flat earther?
Would it make you happy if I was?
I'm asking you.
No, I'm not. I'm not going to shit you. I'm not going to shit you. No, the Earth is a triangle. No, I'm not a flat earther, James. Right,
okay. So, carry on. I'm just looking through this chat. Everyone's right. This debate is silly. It's not even a debate. I don't know what it is.
It's not. I know. I think it's the next question time, James. What do you think?
Go on then, fire away. Oh, sure, but there's no point me asking you any questions if you aren't political. You serve no purpose.
I'm not here to attack you. I'm not here to attack your politics. I'm here to point at people's.
there's no point speaking if you're not in, you clearly don't care what happens to this country. You clearly don't care about the issues that are facing this country. You want to make a laugh and joke about everything. So you're not being serious, are you? You're not sincere and you're not genuine.
Well, that's very untrue, James, because I'm very sincere and I'm very genuine, believe it or not. And all you do is need to dig a wee bit deeper on the YouTube channel and you'll see the crazy
I really don't have the time to watch people like you.
Right, well, that is your loss, my friend.
I'm sorry if you're offended by my words, but I really don't have time to watch any of videos, unfortunately.
Oh dear, I'm going to lose sleep tonight, James.
Yeah, of course you are. Carry on.
What do you mean carry on? Right, okay. I was trying to talk to you like a human being. And I don't know, James. I don't understand why you've took the hump with me so much.
You don't understand. I've not got the hump with you. You're the one that's getting triggered by the words that I'm saying. You were the one that was triggered before we even started this. Now, I wanted to know where you sat politically. You've told me that you believe politics is all a scam and you have nothing, you're not interested in it. So it begs the point: why are you here? So if you're clearly not interested in the issues that we're interested in, then what's the point? Do you care about Indigenous British people becoming a minority in their homeland? Do you care about that? Are you happy to live in a country where you're a minority?
It doesn't scare me if that was to happen.
Scare you. So would you go and live in an African country? We know what you're going to say here. Would you go and live in an African country? Would you go in an Islamic country? Or do you like living in the West where you're a majority?
Well, I would go and stay anywhere that had me. I mean, for example, if I get a bit of exotic poontang, I would move halfway across the world, aye? There's an honest answer. So I don't think, if people are concerned about whites or blacks or browns or yellows getting bred out, and you're a brown, a black, a yellow or a white, go and breed with a white, a brown, a black, a yellow, and then keep it all good in the hood. Don't start trying to dictate to people what they...
But you're making light of the issue.
I'm being perfectly serious, James.
We could become a minority in our own homeland, and you're quite happy for that to happen.
Why are you scared of being? Why are you scared of the white man?
I'll ask you a question. So you're quite happy to live in a country? No, you're quite happy to live in a country where we become the minority. What kind of a person wants to live in a country where, in their own country, by the way, because it wouldn't be Great Britain anymore, would it? If we become a minority, are you happy to live in a country where Sharia law eventually gets implemented?
No, man, but why are you conflating the fact that I'm not scared of...
I'm asking you the question now, and it seems like you can't answer them. So number one,
I'll answer.
Right, listen, stop interrupting. Number one, you do not care about Indigenous British people becoming a minority in their own country.
You're making a statement, not asking me a question.
I'm asking you, do you care about the demographic decline? Do you care that we will become a minority in our own homeland?
Am I good to answer now? Right, it doesn't scare me if that was to happen. It wouldn't scare me. And then to conflate that and join that on me somehow like I'm a fan of Sharia courts is craziness, right? And to say that wouldn't happen... Now, can I please get to say my wee piece here? Because maybe it was something different for people to think about. Now, the reason I'm not scared is because in my belief, I think people from outside the UK culture that come in, the vast majority assimilate to an extent where it's all good. Some may not, but the vast majority do. So
the vast majority. What about?
Can I finish? Can I please finish, James? Can I please finish? So the vast majority do. Can I just please let us finish, mate? So the vast majority actually do assimilate and stuff, and then it's my humble belief, right? And I think I've actually witnessed this with my own eyes rather than on the YouTube. What you might happen is, let's say, for example, a white and yellow person getting together and they'll have a wee baby. And that wee baby might be called little McGregor McTavish. And they might pop out looking all Chinese and all that. But he's Scottish and he's British in my eyes. and that's just the way I see it.
But he's
And-
not, though, is he? He's Scottish. He's not. He's Chinese. If he's
No. How is he if he's got Scottish heritage as well, and he's bouncing about in a kilt, and he's doing the? Do you know what I mean? This is where we disagree, James.
Well, it'd be a mixture of Scottish and Chinese, wouldn't it? It'd be mixed race Scottish Chinese.
So he can't bounce about in a kilt and participate in all his mammy's fucking traditions because fucking his daddy's Chinese. Is that what you're saying?
I say that. I never said that, did I?
Well, you're fucking inferring it, you maniac. Come on, to fuck. You are an 8-year-old after all.
You are just a little troll, and the problem is,
No, man.
what? No, listen. Shut your mouth and listen, because you really
Shut my
are.
mouth.
Respect.
Where's your
Listen,
manners, James? You're asking me to
I
have
don't
manners.
have any manners for people.
I know
like
you don't. It's very apparent you don't have
every-
manners.
Every time I try to speak, you rudely interrupt me because you are
You're
nothing
talking
but
shite,
a
you ballbag.
little ginger weirdo from Scotland that likes to try and troll.
I'm
people.
making sense, you idiot, and you can't fucking counter it.
Stop
Fucking moron.
interrupting. You're quite happy for us to become a minority in our own homeland, then you're really not worth my time speaking to. You clearly don't care about your country. You clearly don't care about the fact that thousands of girls have been raped in this country at the hands of people that have been
Clearly
brought
don't.
into this country. You don't care. All you're about is trying to get your little clickbait troll stuff for your piss poor YouTube channel. And FYI, you haven't.
You're a
got
fool,
20,000
mate. You're an
followers.
absolute
You've got
fool.
16,000.
I've sat and spoke to you like an adult and you've acted like a child.
I stand up for what I believe.
Spoke to you like an adult and you've acted like a child.
I stand up for what I believe is right. I will speak to you in whatever manner I want to speak to you in.
To
If
you
are
like an adult
not worthy of
and
being
you're
respected.
acting like a
You
child.
do not care about this country. You do not care about the fact that we could become a minority in our own homeland. You do not care about the damage that Islam is doing to our society. You do not care about that. Instead, and look, you laugh about it. It
I
sums
know,
you
man,
up.
you're
Oh,
hilarious.
You're a
What a
degenerate.
fucking joke.
So I think I've wasted enough time on.
Are you going to cut me off again, freedom of speech?
I'm not going to
warrior?
cut you. I'm going to let you finish for the last 15 minutes. So
What do you mean finish? What do you
carry
mean
on.
finish? I'm asking you real questions. You're genuinely unable to answer them. But we're talking about fucking yellow people breeding with white people, and then you bounce off and you get triggered, James. You know, see, watch his back, mate. Honestly, watch his back.
you're just
You laugh at-
incapable.
You laugh at
What?
yourself, I think.
You're just incapable of having a civilized conversation with because you just talk shit. That's all you
James, I've recorded this, mate, since the second you came on the phone call. You're the one that's incapable of having a fucking civilised conversation, mate. I tried to hold out the olive branch before we went live and everything, you idiot. And I've recorded it all, man. It's beautiful. There's my
Right,
clickbait,
I'm
mate.
glad that you recorded it live. I'm
I
great.
know.
I couldn't care
It
less.
just shows you up. It just shows you up, man. Mate, honestly, you're an 8-year-old caught in a fucking adult's body, and I feel sorry for you, man. You've been caught in a cult.
Hold on,
And if-
caught in a cult. Let's talk about cult. What have you ever achieved other than posting your vile, boring
What the
little
fuck's that got to do with a
videos?
cult?
No,
Yeah,
but I'm
mate.
asking you. You're saying I'm a cult.
Okay, I've got a cult of 20. I've got a cult of 20,000 followers.
You've not got 20,000. You've got 16,000. So stop.
4,500 on my other channel, you idiot.
You've got 16,000 on your YouTube channel. I'm not
Yep,
sure.
and 4.5 on my other one. You can
Do you
go
know
check
what?
it out. Fake, not fake news. I'm not James Goddard.
There is no reasoning with you at all. There is no talking to
Reasoning?
you. No having a
Talk
conversation.
to me.
Stop.
I've tried to talk to you like an adult.
You know what? You are
Cut me off.
one of the worst people that I've ever had the pleasure of speaking to. Now,
I love you, James.
You're talking about cults, okay? What cult
Yep.
do you want to talk about? Let's talk about
You're-
cult.
The cult of Tommy Robinson, which sucked you in.
I don't support Tommy Robinson.
Not anymore. Not anymore. Now you've been brought over to the. Can I say a wee statement for Jim Dawson? This is a wee statement Jim Dawson's on the record saying.
Say whatever you want.
I'm just asking your permission, James. I
Stop
don't want to upset you.
being so irritating. You know full well I have absolutely nothing to do with Jim Dawson. I've never met him in my life. So there's another lie that you're telling. Now, crack on with it.
What lie did I say? You put words in my mouth and saying that the
what was
words
it?
in your mouth
Associated
are
with
lies.
Jim. I've never had anything to do with Jim Dawson. What is your obsession with him? Do you fancy him?
No, I'm not one of. I don't think gay sex is mandatory like him. Jim Dawson thinks gay sex is mandatory nowadays.
Are you going to say what you were going to say? Because you really are getting quite annoying.
Well, James, I tried to speak to you like a human being.
You've not tried anything. You're just an irritating little
Mate,
troll.
listen to this back. I was asking
you
you questions about the Reformation and stuff. If that isn't a question like, you would aim towards an adult, I don't know. You're very biblical in your beliefs, so I was questioning you about the religion because that's the heart of your fucking belief system.
I am a Christian. I believe in God. I believe in the
exactly.
Okay.
And you won't ask questions about fucking religion.
I believe that Islam poses a threat to this country. I'm not here to talk about Christianity, are we? We were here. You asked me a question about Islam. You diverted it onto something else. Every time I answer something, you're insane, man. So get it all off your chest. I've got, 10 to 15 minutes left. And then we're on at 9 o'clock with somebody else. So
right, okay, my time's precious here. Right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to read you some questions from Jesus. Not the Jesus, I don't think. It's from Lazy Jesus. Okay.
Oh, one of the other trolls.
He's not a troll. He's the guy that comes into my chat room that has an opinion. Right. Because a troll doesn't equal somebody that has a counter opinion to yourself, James. And I would say, right. So let me see. Let me get this right here. Right, so one of the points he's making, James, here is you once done a kind of GoFundMe campaign and asked for money because you were the victim of censorship.
Yeah.
Now, what's the difference between Google, YouTube, Facebook kicking you off? Oh, pardon me, I didn't mean that. Kicking you off and you censoring people from your chats and stuff?
So the people that are censored on, so if we're talking about censorship, last year, when I approached Anna Soubry, I lost my Facebook, my PayPal, and my Twitter, something obviously that you've also got PayPal and Patreon, which I've noticed as well. So I lost all of that when I dared to approach Anna Soubry. So, and you're talking about censorship. I won't tolerate people that abuse people on my channel. Now, I don't mod my own channel, right? I have a team of about 8 admins that will delete threatening and abusive words and behaviour on this, or the blatant, or just full-on blatant abuse. Now, I was taken off of Facebook for what? Because apparently my words caused real-life violence. So it's absolute bollocks. Censorship, right? There's a difference. There's free speech, which everybody is entitled to. But if you're just going to abuse people non-stop online, that's not free speech, is it?
Well, James, can I ask you to answer the question? What's the difference between you blocking somebody from your platform and Facebook, etc., blocking somebody from their platform?
I was unfairly
What's the
taken
difference?
off Facebook along with a variety of other right-wing activists, right? So it was unfair that we were taken off. We've got a voice that we're able to use. It's a public forum. Why shouldn't we be able to use Facebook? At the end of the day, like I've just said, if there are people that are going to write abusive comments and words on the YouTube, then they will be blocked. Now, like I said, I have a team of about 8 admins. I don't sit there and go through every single comment because, quite frankly, I don't have time. Now, next question.
James, can I ask you to answer that question, please? You still didn't say what's the difference between you blocking somebody and Facebook blocking somebody.
So, yet again, I've not blocked anyone, which is what I've just
said. You have? You blocked hundreds of people, mate.
Who? Who have I blocked? I don't
Lazy Jesus, for one. There's confirmed number 1. He's came in and asked you genuine questions. Maybe he was asking about the Reformation, I don't know. But he asked you genuine questions, like an adult to adult, and you blocked him from his channel, right? And now you're saying it's for hate speech, or whatever, or him abusing you and stuff.
I don't go through the comments.
Facebook uses the same excuse to kick you off. What's the difference?
I don't go through the comments and block people. I don't have time to go through YouTube comments at the moment, so I don't do it.
So do you best not get your freedom of speech, kind of rhetoric told to their moderators and stuff? You know,
Preach.
because, like, again, hypocrite, James, this is what I'm saying, man. It's like the hypocrisy
of
of
course.
people
Yeah, I'm
is just it's
hypocrite, yeah.
outstanding.
You're full of shit. Next question.
Hold on, I just want to answer somebody in there. James, I block people too. I don't operate freedom of speech. I operate freedom. People have got the freedom to come in there and say whatever they want, and I've got the freedom to kick them in the balls for saying it.
Oh, so you can glorify violence against people. Lovely. What kind of...
What do you mean I can glorify? I'm my own person. I can do what I want.
You just said you'll kick people in the balls. Why are you being vile? Being violent?
Am I being vile? Am I being vile or violent, James? Jump on this. Flog it. Come on, flog it, James. It'll look good. I'm going to be violent against people because I'm going to kick people in the balls. Flog it.
You've just threatened to kick people in the balls.
Oh, I know. Phone the cops, people. I'm said that I'll kick people in the balls. Uh-oh. Here, James, are you a snowflake?
No.
Sounds like it.
I just, I don't...
Sounds like you're triggered there, snowflake.
Oh, of course we are. Next question.
Of course we are. How's it? Who else is there? I thought I was speaking to James. Who's the other people I can hear giggling in the background? You know, it's brilliant having headphones.
I'm here on my own. Now carry on.
No, you're not. No, you're not. No, you are not, my friend. There we go. There's more fake news, James Goddard. He's not there alone. You can hear the giggling.
Do you know what? I support free speech because I've given somebody like you a platform this evening. You are, like I've said many times, you are absolutely one of the worst people. You are a vile, dirty degenerate that seeks to try and wind people up. You make people like you make my skin crawl, and I actually feel sorry for your family. Okay, because they'd be ashamed to have somebody like you. You don't care about this country.
James, you don't like people taking your family in it. Do you want to go down the family route, mate? Do you want to go down the family route, mate? Because that's when you'll kick me off. No, I don't want to.
Go on then, do it.
You are what you proclaim to hate.
Your family would be ashamed of you. I would be ashamed. I'm ashamed that I've even spoken to you. Now,
Google James Goddard and his family, right? I'm not even going to go there. I'm not going to lower myself to it, James. No, I'm not going to lower myself to your fucking sewer like.
No, because you're an absolute idiot and you've got no substance.
No, you're the idiot.
Oh yeah, of course I am.
You're
the one that's obsessed with me. You're obsessed with far-right activists.
I'm obsessed with you. I know nothing about you, mate. I absolutely fucking know jack shit about you.
You know plenty, don't you? You're just ridiculous. It's really not worth. Do you know what? I will never speak to anybody like you again because you serve no purpose.
What about their freedom of speech?
You're just a shit.
What about their freedom? You're going to shut down their freedom, James. That's out of order, man. You're sounding like a fascist now. You sound like a fascist shutting people's freedom of speech.
This is really quite pathetic. You are.
I know it's funny.
It's you.
I'm running you around in circles.
What was wrong with Mosley anyway? What was wrong with Mosley?
Sorry, what was wrong with Mosley?
You've got a problem with Mosley, have you?
I didn't like his racing car fucking team. Shite.
Is that all you've got to say? Because
you don't get that joke.
Because you know what? This really.
I know humour's above you.
And I'm quite no. Do you know what? There's a time and a place to laugh, and the fact is, this isn't the time and place to laugh.
It's all a joke, mate.
And look, all you do is interrupt people. It's really quite pathetic. If you aren't concerned about the many issues facing this country, then you really are a low-life, degenerate scumbag that needs to carry on focusing on creating these god-awful YouTube videos.
Oh, sorry, I was doing the conga there.
Yeah, of course you are. See, you've got no substance in anything. What do you stand for?
James, I'm asking you questions.
You don't seem to stand for anything, do you?
I'm asking you questions of substance.
You are just somebody that's there to try and wind people up. That's all you do. Now,
I'm asking you questions of substance, and you're not answering.
I've told you over and over again that the main thing, the issues that are facing this country is what we should be focusing on. Instead, you want to try and embarrass people. You want to try and make your little clickbait clicks because that's all you're worthy of. Okay. Now, I have got some advice for you, and that would be to go away from this and to go and look at the issues that are facing this country. Okay, because there are issues that are facing this country. There is Islamic terrorism. There is mass migration, which are two of the biggest issues facing this country. And you, quite frankly, don't seem to care. And the fact that you've slagged off Mosley as well really does speak volumes about who you are as a person. Now, I don't care if I offend you. I don't care if you get offended by any of the words that I say, because I know that I am standing up for everything that is right in this country. And people like you are a degenerate smear upon this great nation. Now, what I'd like you to do from here is I'd like you to take all of this, go and put it into whatever clickbait video you want and crack on with it, because quite frankly, you aren't worthy of my time. You aren't worthy of the audience's time. You are an absolute disgrace. And thank God there aren't more people like you, because could you imagine if we had more people like you that didn't care about this country and didn't care about these issues? If people like you, think that you're on some pedestal to try and judge other people, you're an absolute disgrace of a man.
Thank you very much.
Anything else? Is there anything else you want to get off your wheezy little chest? Anything else?
How can you expect people to be polite to you when you act like this?
You stand for everything that is wrong in this country. You don't care.
You don't even know what I stand for, you idiot. You're 1 minute I'm a lefty, 1 minute I'm a commie. You're as fake as your beard, you dick.
I'm as fake as... Oh, another word. But the thing is, I'm not bothered about what you say to me, because quite frankly, you're just an irrelevant little...
You look like Desperate Dan.
Angry... And look, this is what you do. You're an irrelevant, angry little sweaty sock. An angry little sweaty sock that's mother clearly didn't show him enough love and attention.
Racist.
I am a convicted racist. And that's not racist, that's actually xenophobia.
There we go! Hey, there we go. James Goddard admits he's a racist, thank you.
I was convicted. Oh, you fool! I was convicted of calling
being a racist because you're racist.
Telling a little. You gonna let me finish, or are you just gonna be an idiot?
Finish. Racist.
What? So what? I got done for telling a Lithuanian that he's not British. It's not actually racism. It's actually xenophobia. But the thing is, I like I said, I'm not concerned with people like you. You're irrelevant. You are irrelevant. Okay. Now
I like your beard, James.
Oh, dude. See, look, you're just irrelevant. You're just this weird little troll. Now,
I'm trying to build bridges here. I like your beard.
I've asked you where you sit on the political spectrum.
And you say
you say that you do not care about politics because it's a scam, right? And now you say, oh, well, you're racist. I was convicted of racism for telling a Lithuanian police constable that he wasn't British. That isn't racism. Now, my problem with you is you're not
very stupid, though, isn't it?
You serve no purpose, and maybe, just maybe, we should build the wall and hide you just behind it, because quite frankly, you're just a degenerate scumbag. A degenerate scumbag.
James, if you looked up what degenerate means, you're going to change the subject because you don't know.
Degenerate behaviour. Somebody that acts like you. You are a degenerate.
You don't know. See, you idiot. You're calling me names you don't even know. It's like fucking me calling you skinny, mate. It's funny.
So I don't know what degenerate means. Okay, is that what
Google it. Quick, get the Google on and go to Google.
I don't need to. You are a degenerate.
Yeah, you're a degenerate. Right, Google it, and then what you'll find is you're a bigger... Right, Google it, and you will find that you're a bigger degenerate than me. I'm not denying.
You are a degenerate, and like I said,
you don't know what degenerate means.
Do you know what? I do know what degenerate
fool.
means.
I know your Googles came up, you fucking idiot. Oh, your phone's kicked in.
The fool that
5G worked for me.
Do you know what? It's pathetic. You are absolutely pathetic, and I really do
I'm pathetic, mate.
I pity your family. I really do pity them. So
I can see your family, man. No, in fact, I'm not even going. In fact, I'm going to go alone myself.
God, say whatever you want. You're just an angry little Scottish bloke that's got no morals. You are everything that is
You're
wrong
an ignorant
with our
English
society.
prick.
I'm an
Ignorant English prick that doesn't
I'm
know
an
what ways
ignorant
up.
English prick.
You're fucking following a fucking fundamental religious ideology after the Reformation, and you don't even want to talk about the Reformation, you idiot.
I am a nationalist first.
Hello, Scooby. Shaggy.
Do you know what? You really aren't worth my time.
Desperate Dan. What's up? We're finishing up.
Do you know what? No, but do you know what? This is what makes me laugh. Like, people like you are an absolute disgrace. You just laugh and joke and try and mock people that are genuinely doing something.
You're hilarious,
or trying
mate.
to do something. Shut your mouth, you vile, degenerate.
You
scumbag.
shut your mouth, Desperate Dan, before a cow pie fucking finds its way in there.
Do you know what?
Mate, I can insult you as hard, in fact, if not worse, than you're insulting me.
Insult me whatever way you want. You're just pathetic. You are really pathetic. And I can't believe that I've wasted 45 minutes of my time with a pathetic, degenerate ginger dwarf like you that clearly serves
I can't
no
believe
purpose.
I tried to have an adult conversation.
You sum up everything that is wrong. People like you, make
You're
me
a child
physically sick. You do not care.
in an adult's
your
body.
vile mouth. You do not
Shut up,
care
Desperate Dan,
about
put a
the
cow pie
people
in
of
it.
this country. You do
I'll
not
get
care
a better
about the
mic than you.
children
People
of
can
this
hear me,
country.
not you.
What's the point?
I don't care about this
even
country.
let me finish. You don't care about anything that takes place because you're a vile, degenerate scumbag.
I don't care what the weatherman said when the weatherman said it's raining. You'll never hear me complaining.
Have you finished it?
Mic check. But James, I'll be honest, I did actually try and speak to you like an adult.
Well, no, you've not, because you
Yes, I have.
Listen,
I've made numerous attempts.
Shut your vile, degenerate mouth.
Right, this is exactly what I'm talking about.
Listen. You're
a fucking idiot if you think you're fucking proving yourself right, man. Honestly,
what? There's plenty of people that agree with everything that I say.
Oh, I know, mate.
With me. And
they're
you know
sucking off they love your knob cheese, mate. They love your knob cheese.
No, do you know what the thing is? There's people that actually care about their country. You don't care about anything. Like I said, you're just a vile little degenerate scumbag.
Mate, I tried to speak to you.
And listen, every time I speak, you interrupt me. You're just pathetic. You really are.
I know I'm pathetic. I know. I hang my head in shame at the gallows.
The thing is, you've got no right to speak about anything when you're not involved. You're not engaged politically, are you?
A fascist bastard! I've got no right to speak. Do you not understand what a fucking little Nazi you sound like, James? I know you don't like being called a Nazi, but you sound like a Nazi.
Oh, am I? Am I a Nazi? Is that what
No, I'm saying you're sounding like one. See, Carl, you have no right to speak. If you do not sign the papers and do what we require, you will not have a right to speak. That's what you're sounding like, James.
Well, no, what I'm saying is...
Bastard. No, that's exactly what you said, you idiot. And you're on record and it's live.
You know what? You are a boring, vile little ginger prick. I'm not
even ginger, you fanny. No, that's even more fake news. It's like me calling you skinny. Calling me ginger's like me calling you skinny, mate. It's funny.
Are you actually going to let me finish, or are you going to keep interrupting like the rude, vile little individual that you are?
I'm taking a bong right now, so
you're just an idiot. You really are just an idiot. Jason, I'm done with this fool. Like I said, if you don't clearly have a political opinion because you think it's all a scam, I've asked you about that. You've said no. You want to focus on the Reformation. You want to try and focus on, you're trying to say that I don't know what this means. I don't know what that means. But what I do know is this. I care about this country. You're going to listen. You're not going to interrupt. I care about this country, okay? I care about the people of this country. I don't want us to become a minority in our own homeland. I don't want Islamic terror attacks to take place in this country. And time again, people like you want to sweep it under the carpet and ignore it. All you want to do is focus and try and attack people and trying to get them to say things and troll them. You're absolutely pathetic. You really are pathetic. And the type of person that you are is You don't care about us becoming a minority in our own homeland. So if that's the case, then why don't you leave Scotland? Why don't you go and move to another country? Because it's quite clear that people like you do not care. You don't care in the slightest. And quite frankly, I wish I hadn't have agreed to come on with you, because I've wasted, nearly an hour of my life on somebody that is clearly deluded. Now, crack on with anything else that you've got to say, you vile little degenerate scumbag.
I love you, James. I actually love you, man. Right, so I was well worth our exercise. Thanks, James. Hey, believe it or not, man, I might actually even take a picture of this and publish it on my monologue. It was like, I'm not even shitting you, James. I don't think you're a horrible human being. I think you're a normal human being that's been swayed by others to act the way you're acting. I still believe that, James, even though you can't be polite to me.
I know I will not be polite to somebody that doesn't care about their own people becoming a minority.
James, stop, man. You're making worse for yourself, mate. I'm saving you here, buddy.
You're not saving.
You're just going to start insulting me again, which just makes you look worse, mate. I'll be honest. So let's call it a night.
See you later.
But James, thanks for the chat, man. I tried to actually speak.
Well, you're not though, because you've got.
James,
no
I have.
You think you are you? You're just somebody that likes winding people
James,
up.
listen. Come on, mano here, man. Listen, before we went live, I tried to speak to you 101 and get this fucking, this feeling that it was like a fucking WWF match away. I thought we could talk about this shit with a smile and a giggle and a fucking wee skipping, but it never panned out that way. There's nothing to smile about.
There is nothing to smile about.
There is, man. This shit is all fucking crazy. It's driving people nuts. And I think, I don't know, do you not think comedy's a good way of addressing things?
No, I'd rather we tackle you're laughing about people becoming a minority in their own homeland. You're laughing about Islamic terrorism. You're not interested. You don't care.
So do you think I'm ISIS now? Am I ISIS?
When have I said that you're ISIS? Yet again, you're trying to put words in my mouth. You're pathetic.
Calm down.
Calm
down, Snowflake. I'm taking the piss.
Where do you sit on Scottish independence?
I don't. So you want me to be a wee fan of Jimmy Cranky, didn't you? You'd love me to be a wee fan of Jimmy. You'd love me to be a wee fan of Jimmy Cranky, so you could batter on the fucking SNP passion. I hate the SNP as much as I hate every other fucking political party in the United Kingdom, and it's all those fuckers, every single one of them, your guys, including James, that have brought us to the fucking position we're in right now. And these are the points I'm trying to make.
So it's not the political class. So it's the people. So it's activists that are the problem. It's not the political class. Is that what you say?
Activists. No, listen. My epiphany moment was studying the history of fucking the Roman Empire, right? And looking at, I don't know whether you actually understand this. The Roman Empire, a lot's fucking known about it. They wrote everything fucking down. We know it inside fucking out. We've got about 10 books about every fucking thing, and every book tells you a different version. It's fucking beautiful to fucking dive into if you ever want to expand how the world, your knowledge of how the world works. And then when you actually figure out how the fucking Roman Empire worked, how the politics of the Roman Empire worked, and compare it to today. Back in the Roman Empire, it was graffiti on the wall of fucking Rome. Today, it's memes on the internet to get the great masses and the fucking... I include myself in this. The ignorant masses riled up to fight for one side or the other, and it's people that ain't got our best interests at heart trying to rile up fucking idiots for all fucking sides to fight for them, rather us. So this is what I'm saying, James. If you ever want to actually expand your consciousness, batter into my fucking YouTube channel a wee bit deeper, you might see the fact that I've actually held my own elections. I've declared myself independent for all this shite. So when I say I don't engage with politics, it's because I'm in my own independent fucking country. As mad as it fucking sounds, as every cunt done that, the world would be a better place in my opinion, right? That's my madness. So, James, you've approached this with your back up for day dawn, man. For the start, even when I fucking held out that olive branch earlier on and tried to fucking quench the fire, and this didn't have to be a fight. I mean, I can make it a fight. I can do a fight if that's what it is. I would rather actually just fucking cunts taking the piss, having a laugh, talking about this stuff. And I'm not condemning you for any single one of your beliefs.
Listen, it's not funny though. These issues that we're talking about, they're not funny. They're not to be laughed at.
You're going to laugh or cry. You're going to laugh or cry.
No,
so you've got to address them in a way that fucking people can cope and digest that stuff.
You do not laugh about the issues that are taking place in this country.
Right,
what's funny about...
Thank you, fucking Zeke Howell and Hitler. You never laugh. Do not laugh at my fucking jokes. Right, there we go. James Goddard banned jokes.
No,
sorry, James, I'm taking the piss, but you can't hear yourself, man.
You don't make fun. You don't laugh about the issues that are facing this country. What is wrong with you? Why do you want to laugh about terrorism? Why do you want to laugh about girls being groomed? Why do you want to laugh about the political class, the way they treat the people? That's not funny.
How do you know I've not cried? How do you know I've not cried? Right, I'm not. This isn't bullshit. I'm saying, how do you know I've not cried? I'm sitting here ripping the piss out at everything, anybody, and every fucking thing, right and
you
left.
Have no morals. Anybody that is willing to laugh about anybody.
You're a cult member.
About terrorism. I'm not a cult member.
Cult. Zeke, how?
Of course I am.
Yeah. Go into your cult. We are the master people. Only the Christians shall survive. I mean, have you ever heard of Christian fundamentalism? They're fucking batshit fucking crazy.
When did we say that it was only the Christians? What I've said is everybody has got the right. Everybody, whether that's Jamaicans, Nigerians, Indians, everybody has got the right to be a majority in their own homeland. You are a pound shop version of Count Dankula. Actually, I wouldn't even say a pound shop. I'd say a 50p version. You quite frankly...
25 pence, actually.
Oh, you're just ridiculous,
I know,
right?
You can't handle a joke. I'm just
because,
ridiculous.
like I said, there's a time.
A joke. You're insulting me, and I'm not offended. And it doesn't.
Well, you were offended earlier. You've been triggered quite a bit. Now, at the end of the day, you don't have any morals. Listen, you're happy to make.
I would think
about people being groomed and about.
I was going to say
about us becoming a minority. You are pathetic. Well, you've
had
your little hour.
Finger.
You've had your hour. I'm not wasting any more time.
Thank you, freedom of speech warrior, James Goddard, for your time.
Goodbye.
Okay, guys, are we done? Because I think we need to wrap up now. We're out of time.
That was the worst thing ever.
I think the only thing missing tonight was 2 handbags, but there you go.
Well, I'm happy to do charity boxing if he wants it.
I've got my handbag in the cupboard.
The thing is, though, I'm not here for jokes. You're here to make fun of the
James,
situation.
I'm not here for jokes either. Like, listen.
Right,
hold on a second. James, can I ask you 1 second?
I've not got time. I've now got another stream that I'm going to. So
have you got 30 seconds?
Thank you for proving me right. You are a dirty, degenerate scumbag that laughs at the issues facing this country. Okay,
James. I think let's do this right. James, if you want to have your final mention, and then as Kips is our guest, we give him the final 30 seconds, and then we'll wrap up.
I'll do my final thing. I stand by what I say. I truly believe in nationalism. I'm a Christian. I might not know as much as other people, but I know what's right, and I believe in God. Now, this person here, this vile, abhorrent little ginger clickbait or whatever you want to call him, a shit poster, he wants to make fun of people being attacked in terrorist attacks. He wants to make jokes about children being groomed. He wants to make jokes about the demographic replacement. Okay? People like this have no morals. They are degenerates, and they are... Unfortunately, these people in life are really going down the wrong path. Anybody that chooses to laugh at people that have been groomed, that at terrorism and at the demographic replacement really aren't worth my time. I'm glad you've come on this evening and got your little hour's worth of footage.
That's not what you said, but you didn't think we were live.
Frankly, I will not be spending any more of my time concerning myself with what an angry little ginger prick in Scotland thinks, okay? You don't care about politics. You think it's all a scam. So
yet again, politics is the way to change things, because only by getting people elected into power can we truly change things. You don't believe politics works, that's absolutely fine. You've declared that you live in your own country, whatever, I really don't care.
Okay, and James, you're really stretching that 30 seconds now.
On that note, I will say goodbye, and I really hope you see the light soon.
Okay, Kips, would you like to take the matching amount of time, and then we'll call it a day?
Thank you.
And
Listen,
thank you for coming. Thank you for coming here tonight as well. I appreciate it.
No worries, mate. Listen, thanks for offering me on, man. It wasn't the lion's den that I expected, so it was pretty alright, man. So thank you very much, Jason. It was a good weekend.
Cool.
So thank you, mate, for giving the fucking thing, mate. So Kips Clips on YouTube, if you want to check me out, man. If you want to share my madness, check it out. I actually have no problem. James was listing things, nationalism, stuff and all that. I have no problem with people believing in that. My idea is that the thing I put out is my journey and how I feel I was sucked into cult-like activity to mobilise people politically. And I don't like it getting... I don't like to see people getting manipulated, especially by dumb merchants. And... man, I hope I actually tried to speak to James like an adult there. I don't want to snipe him. I really don't. Very easy. It comes very fucking natural to me, but I'm not going to bother my arse. And, so thank you,
Okay, thanks,
Jason. Thank you, James. And thank you, everybody. And Beth, definitely check out the
And as you mentioned,
the
your channel, the Kips channel, I'd also mention that James is going live at 9 o'clock with an interview with, I think it's someone from Speaker's Corner. Respect, I think it's called, who's interviewing or speaking to. So there's a little plug with James as well, and James Goddard's channel. So, right, okay, thanks, Kips. We'll wrap up. Thanks for coming.
Kips Clips.